Yo, everybody, and welcome to a very silent intro screen. This is Alan Wake 2. After many years, we've finally gotten the sequel. So, well, let's jump into this. Oh, there we go. Here's the here's the menu screen. Well, I guess the semantics. New game. Let's just go normal. I don't know how hard it will actually be, so we'll just go with baseline. I'm fine with baseline. So I know very little about this, other than it's Alan Wake 2. I know one little thing, but I'll worry about that when we get to it.
To the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Love the visuals so far. Oh. Oh. We get to play as Naked Man. We can't see his face. Which admittedly I probably should have thought before trying to turn the camera. Might be seeing more than his face if we weren't careful. Okay, an intense zoom. I love the quickness. Oh. Barely. Help.
Oh, where'd he gone?
Don't know if there's like a move quickly or not, but also his feet must hurt. I'm sure most of his body hurts. Just with the ground and whatnot, being presumably barefoot. Oh, it's a deer. Whoa. I'm reminded a bit of the father from Resident Evil 7. Oh, we can sprint. I'm sure there's no reason that we need to start sprinting. But we can't vault over that. Do we have the dodge feature again? Leave no trace. Oh, light. Oh. Well, that was a good start. I already died. So now there's a cult around Cauldron Lake. Alan! Wake! Ooh. Or pause.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
There he is. Sam
This
Lake.
trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Shouldn't be on the phone while driving.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Too good. I'll explain my rambling once I can pause.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
So trippy.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Okay, I can pause. So this is all very trippy, and I guarantee you that's why they're doing it. So, in case you don't know, Alan Wake is the guy. Alan Wake got famous for writing. Well, first he wrote a bunch of.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
He started work writing for Night Springs, and then he
I should
wrote
take a look at that
the
map.
Alex Casey books. And for some reason, there's Alex Casey there, or presumably Alex Casey. I'm assuming it is, given what Alex Casey is based on. Alex Casey is based on the Max Payne games that Remedy did before, but they sold the IP to Rockstar, so they couldn't call it Max Payne. I'm sure they would have had they still had the IP, but changed the name to Alex Casey. And there's some pages of Max Payne, essentially, Alex Casey and Alan Wake 1. When when Max Payne started development, or was being made, they used the likeness and images of the staff and family and friends members, or whatever, to act out the cutscenes and whatnot. And Sam Lake, the main writer, gave his likeness to to Max Payne. And just so you know, that is clearly Sam Lake there, giving his likeness to Alex Casey. And they also go so far to get the voice actor of Max Payne to voice him as well. So that is just all... Wait, there we go. It is just a lovely amount of like mind playery. It was the one thing that I was sadly spoiled on. I saw him.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
Mental cards.
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Thank you.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
You could just said the heart was removed, but thank you.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Case board.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Mentor needs Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Oh. Okay, thank you. I was trying to take a look. Missing in 2010s. Head lame, dentist, stab wound, bloated. Strange tattoo. Slight differences in murders. Bloated, only common in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. Post-mortem tattoo in the body. Murder type has no discernible common traits. Fan. Neat little area. Nice and cozy. It's a map. There's a lot more detail to Mind Palace type thing than I would imagine, but hey ho. Maybe that is important.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting
Doesn't
started.
pause the game.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Oh,
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
you better not.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. Kind of like Twin Peak. I like it. The mighty mountains in the distance is no other than the Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected in the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in its inverted glory. So I wonder who fenced this area off and why. Was it the cult? Was it the Bureau? Was it someone
Not a bad place
else?
to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I mean, it will help with the decomposition.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How's it
Deputy
going?
Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
I've got a giant grin on my face. I do like Sam Lake's writing. Ooh.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Definitely looks like it.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Oh, there it is.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You locked first key image. You can place it. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
This is viewable.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Oh, okay. Need to like.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
Because they were caught.
To work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Oh. So resolve to open questions and unlock a deduction. As you advance your investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Okay. 4 later. To be fair, I'm kind of glad that that's there.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Wait.
He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
It's not the...
Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
I need to double check when Alan Wake actually came out. Because I want to say... I'm double checking because I wasn't not sure if it is... Release... Date. Okay, yeah, it was 2010. I wasn't sure if it was 2010 or if it was like 28, 2008, 2009, and then something happened after the first game.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
We need more evidence.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
I guess that... Okay.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay, at least it doesn't look like you can... You might not be able to mess up.
They planned for the murder to happen here. Passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation.
I mean...
Piece it together.
Use profiling inside Saga's mind to piece together. Okay.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Or is it not necessarily Nightingale himself, just whoever came out of the lake?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Explains the bloat.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Thank you. Excuse me. I wonder if they're like... I wonder how many more secrets there are.
Anderson, did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
Why would you have the head place be there? There's no mystery in Golden Lake being named... There is no mystery in Golden Lake being named after the cauldron shape. And yet there's many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her drop ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his hat and locked it in a box. With the hat, she would summon him from the lake to extract revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Oh, we can't go get behind and take a picture.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
Oh.
They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Are we going to read it? Oh, there we go.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
Ah.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.
Nightingale came this way.
Okay. I'm just thinking... Wake is trying to escape without unleashing the darkness. I'm trying to think one way maybe he needed Saga to be here, and in order to get an FBI agent to come here, he needed to get killings. So he's pulling up people who were victims of the shadow thing before.
Either we drop this page, or the killers left it for us.
Nope.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Oh. Manuscript pages.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
The heart.
I must find out what.
Well, the heart wasn't put in, but...
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
He said control. I love control.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Here lived the witch called Night. Beware her spirit may still haunt this place. FBI, open up! Oh, okay. Sorry. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we can look at now that might not have any bearing right now. But we might be able to, like... Whoops. See, I want to get to that campsite. There's also another campsite up there. I feel like we'll probably end up coming back here at some point. Ah, here we go. Friday. Midge told me today that her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and to get her to a better school in the big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Right, it's not too hard to read, thankfully. Sunday. So I told her, she said thanks, fucking kill me. Sunday, I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake, instead of just watching it from here, like I always do, instead of just sitting around, like I always do. Screw that. Anyways, something weird is going down there, I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Oh, we have gear. Big house.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Wait, what? Where? She said that. Now I'm like, where? Because now I'm thinking, is that a collectible? That I need to collect. Oh. There we go.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
I know things get a little crazy out here, but if you ever feel scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Oh. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade Sorry, what? Okay. Increase magazine size by 50%. Hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for extended duration. Okay. Wasn't anything it could actually do here, was there? No, it's just saying we have one.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is.
So, hang on. I'm assuming the house was the... Sounded like you could see it from here, though. Or maybe... I don't know. Or building. Well, I'm glad I did go off the beaten path a bit.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Oh. What are you done there? I mean, now that I know there's secrets and stuff,
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
let's spend some time looking around.
Can't go any further.
I mean,
Water's
can.
too deep.
You can, you just don't necessarily need to. Potentially. Not yet, at least. I imagine going up here leads to a dead end. But I want to check. I want it updated on my map.
So you're still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Also, it's nice to see that Alex Casey actually exists book-wise. As weird as it sounds, like...
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
It's one of those things of, I don't know if they've forgotten what Alex Casey was. Or whatnot. Like the whole Thomas Zane thing. I like that little island with the tree. Ooh. Box. Okay. Oh, I do recall another thing that you can do in this game, but that's something I'll worry about, you know, when it crops up. Oh, it's a telephone box. You can go a lot further than I expected.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I realize that that is the parking lot. Yeah, we came from up there. It might be worth checking it out, but I can always check it out in a bit.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Well, at the same time, they did get interrupted. But well,
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
saw suspicious activity. Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushage. Footprints around the area were found, but some were composed by the fielder. Note to self: train the fielder. With reports, some animals regular Hunters out after dark. Poachers. Heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on the people. They could get more than they're bagging out for out there. Are these notes been...
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst, ma'am.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
For what's worth, I think it's important to have Logan grow up seeing you do what you love, which you're great at. That'll teach her so much. There will be times like this where you question your choices, your competence, even your insanity. When things get dark, remember and to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. It won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Oh.
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
We don't get a little zoom in for Alex. What I'm looking for, you have the manuscript pages.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Like, are we keeping note of these journals or anything?
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
I guess we're not. It's a bit of a shame. Oh.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message.
Huh. That's what pages, profiling. So as that we go to here, and then we just switch cases. That's neat. But yeah, it's a shame these aren't being recorded anywhere. So presumably what we got from here is something for a case we haven't opened up yet.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
I'm gonna spend so much time just running around doing pointless stuff. That would take us back to the car. Hello.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Good, because I actually want to check out this area quickly, but it doesn't look like there's much here. I can't help feel we won't be back here. We will be back here at some point. Maybe.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
FBC. Ah. I can kind of make it out. The Federal... Yep, the Federal Bureau of Control. So this is the house he was on about. I guess I was looking in the wrong direction.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside.
Confused, follow
I should
these
take a look around
steps.
for a way
Wash
to
your
open this
hands.
thing.
Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Wash your hands. Oh, yeah, reminded me of the doors. The symbols of the doors.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay. The TV. Guitar. Okay, I feel like I need a notepad for this. let me get that ready. So wash your hands is that. I can't remember what the second step was. Take the cat out of the fridge. And then take a nap. Oh, jeez. Let this be a warning to you, fellow trespasser. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano, or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if something else, something less natural, and much more man-made, intentional? What if it's... I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. Whoops. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret... lies a secret secret machinery, ready to be activated. Push of a button, and the people with the button, they're in that big house by the lake, preparing it. I know it. First drawing, line water, real caldera. It's made from a volcano, lava. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structures, strange machines. Interesting. Okay.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
It was that, but it was the different direction. That one. There we go. There we go. Haha! Don't take anything if you aren't one. Oh. I'm not one of the trees. Oops. Oh, wait, no, that's actually where I want to go. Whoa, that's a lot. I wonder if we should take it anyways. I'm scared of the message. If it comes back to bite me in the butt, we'll worry about it later. No, I wanted to... Well, there is a area down here as well. Oh, there's a lot more going on in this little area than I expected. UFOs. The ultimate guide to spot unidentified flying objects. Wind this down in case it happens again, and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 after I finished my AHMR on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove chasing it. Starry night, not much moon, as expected. Let me pass Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't, not this time, frustrated but relieved. Scanned the skies for the shape, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw an afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. How do you like the knitting, hero? I made it just for you. Oh, look at the little... the rocks?
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side Slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Oh. I thought there was going to be more to that. Keep hitting that instead of oh, excuse me, hiccuping. Instead of the map. We only got 4, so we can't do anything. There's a little... Whoops. Climb up there, but there's a little path leading to nothing. Potentially. Might be something later. Like I said, I won't be surprised if we come here again later date. Maybe if I didn't take the ammo and stuff, there'll be more there later. I don't know. Oh! Increase maximum health. We're already hurt. Items. Oh well. Don't mind me.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Thanks, Max. We did it. Also, it's nice to see, you know, healthy relationships. Like, Anderson and a kid. Casey and Anderson. They're not like... They're understanding of the other person's job and, you know, how good they are, not trying to just...
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Be a pain or a bitch. Oh, whoa. Or egg.
A
Right.
lunchbox again.
Or
Who's
pink
leaving
eggs.
these out here?
Have a heroic day. We should keep an eye out for these symbols. Yeah, I guess it is war, because that's what indicates there's a lunchbox nearby. Have a look. We have Cauldron Lake area, Bright Falls area. Who left these area? The most terrifying of the areas. I'm not going to talk about the lunchboxes.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Maybe. He's going that way. I'm going this way. Once again, now that I know, keep an eye out for woolly things. The rarest wildlife in the Pacific Northwest. Finally made my way to Cauldron Lake. Their fierce fence was easy to climb over, with the proper gear and skills, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned Walber. A little late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carrying in the wind, however. Nothing I recognize or explain, getting a little concerned. I might have to find another spot somewhere safer. The sound is getting closer. Moved inland, foliage is stunning. Must come back in fall. I had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just at the way the Methuselah bread hangs off it. Weird. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guys staggering around the forest. Earlier, acting weird, maybe drugs, kept my distance. Should probably have find another spot. So annoying. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again, moved up the mountain a bit. Found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in the Alaska onion grass. Invisible but edible and surprisingly tasty. Not invisible. Invasive. Standing hearing wolves or wild dogs something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is not right about this place. Well, I hope they make it out okay. Or made it out okay. I love how there's no talk about this, you know? Missing persons case. None of that jazz. Also, low-key does kind of bug me that there's no... It's not being tracked. There's something up here.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Thanks, Alex. It's not this, is it? Oh, it's like... I mean, it could just literally be nothing. Which looks like that's the case.
Here we are.
Aha, I made it before you.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Should we go and tell the other guy?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Thornton told me we're shipping the body out. We'll take care of that for you. Don't you worry about that. Proper police work. You can trust us like you can trust the
blossoming sugar lilies in spring.
That was beautiful, Thornton.
Thank you. So it would be polite to tell them that we're going. So the FCB is involved.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Just what? The
diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Points of interest cases, tracked objects, and information that I keep wanting to say Striga. Saga has acquired to chart collection progress.